Welcome to Fortune Cookies. I haven't done an active current events reading in a while. I've been scrambling around. So I'm going to do something a little bit of a different celebrity. Anna Marie Tendler. She is the ex-wife of John Mulaney. Those of you that follow John Mulaney, he divorced her after, I believe, flanking rehab visits, and has since had a baby with Olivia Munn, who is adorable. But Anna Marie is a pretty amazing artist in and of herself. If you're not following her on Instagram, I highly recommend it. She is pretty amazing. Had to put Raven upstairs. She was getting a little barky. Apparently she's excited to be back on YouTube as well. So Anna Marie Tendler, amazing artist, kind of an amazing person. Really sad post she's been posting. You know, she said her heart was broken after the divorce, as it is wont to be. But I just thought it'd be nice to do a reading for her. And again, I apologize for the delay. I actually just had like a computer meltdown, and I have to ask my girl, Alicia Wicker, my crystal guru, if my crystals were too close to my setup here. I always heard that you have to keep your crystals a little bit away from your electronics. There are certain ones you have to keep away, and I had a whole bunch of them right next to my computer, and I'm wondering if that was the cause of the issue. I couldn't get my system to boot up, but nonetheless, so Anna Marie Tendler, let's just do a little reading to see her baseline. So she is having trouble being happy for him and seeing things from another perspective. Change the lighting a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So she's having trouble being excited about his new life, which totally makes sense. You know, if you do follow some of her posts, or if you do see some of her posts on Instagram, they are pretty sad right now. Or I shouldn't say sad. She is clearly expressing certain emotions. So expected emotions, let's put it that way. So she's not really celebrating, but the divorce is final. I believe everything is final. And she is content enough with it. I think she would have liked to have seen a little bit more equitable split, but I believe she got that amazing house. They have kind of an amazing house, and she is closing the door on this portion of her life. And let's see if she's getting ready to move forward. She does not yet want to move forward with another relationship. She's very, very much burned by this one. I hate to say that. She's not very anxious to get back into the saddle, so to speak. She's more focusing on herself and her work, and trying to come to terms with how she is feeling about the whole situation. She does want something much more stable. There is this idealized person in her future. And I think that that's a big part, again, for entertainment purposes only. This is just tarot reading. I think the stability, the illusion of stability that she had with John Mulaney was really shattered. I think this really came out of left field. I think it was very surprising. I don't think she ever expected the divorce. I think she expected harder times, but I don't think she ever expected the divorce. And she wasn't quite ready to close that chapter. But now she is in a position where she is getting ready to move on. The reality has settled in. She knows it is what it is, and that the future is before her. So let's see. Well, let's clean these up. We'll clean these up. And let's see what is going to be better for her. Work, friendships, or romantic relationships. So, work looks like she's at like kind of a crossroads with where she wants her work to go. She is expressing herself artistically and emotionally, but there are people that are saying, you need to not do it this way. You need to do something a little bit different, a little bit more powerful. She's working through a process. She actually can do what they are suggesting that she do. She's choosing not to because she is working out a great deal of emotion in her artwork. If you follow her Instagram, you'll know what I'm talking about. These are her friendships. Her friendships are a little bit difficult right now because I get the sense that there's a lot of people that are inviting her over and saying, oh, come over and spend time with us. And it's really difficult because there are families and committed relationships, and it's kind of upsetting to her. Totally makes sense. She's setting new foundations. She's figuring out what the place she's going to be, what the characterization of her in little family is going to be. She's figuring it out. Currently, we all know what this Five of Cups is. It's really, sad. You're wringing your heart out. It's hard for her to be around families. So romantic relationships, she wants to be in charge of herself a bit more. I shouldn't say a bit more. She wants to be in charge of herself, period. Hard stop. She's not really worried about getting involved with anyone. She doesn't want anyone eclipsing her right now. She wants to be number one. She's making herself number one, and she should do that. Getting into a relationship would be restrictive and just wouldn't serve her well. But I think she's very much aware of that. It doesn't feel like she's like, oh, I got to move on. He moved on. I got to move on. It doesn't feel like that at all. She really is still almost like in a soul shock from the entire experience. So that is, it's a bit heavy. It's a heavy reading. Let's do this. Let's see what the next 3 months will be like for her. We're in a new year. It's a weird year. Let's see what the next 3 months will be like for her. Yeah, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. So she is still in a process, very, very caught between the decisions, very stuck with what happened, but honing her craft, creatively doing what she needs to do to move forward. There are people who are going to be making her question the outcome and making her question what went on. So there is part of her that is sorry, I had to take a break. There was a pizza delivery. There's a part of her that is trying to break away from the sadness and what happened. But it's always going to be there. There's going to be a scar there, but she is going to come out of this. Springtime, I think, will be much better for her. I think when the weather starts to change, I think she's going to start to blossom a little bit more. So I do hope you enjoyed that. We've got some interesting things in the future coming. I will check in with you all soon. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe.